from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
Let's get to our next game, and this is the final game for Sunday. It's crazy they doing Monday night games.
Man, it's crazy. I kind of like it though.
Yeah. But do the teams like it? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a coach, as an owner, do you like that?
Fuck that though. As a fan, I love it.
Yeah. And as a gambler, I love it. That means my Monday is gonna be great.
That's it.
Anywho, let's talk about Sunday night primetime. We got the Steelers who got in crazy. Everybody like, what? Taking on the Chiefs, who are dealing with some injuries. So the Steelers 9-7-1, 8-9 on the year, taking on the Chiefs, who are 12-5, 8-9 against the spread. This line opened up in favor of the Chiefs minus 13.5. Right now, that line's at 13. There are some 12.5s out there as well. The total opened up at 48. Right now, that line's at 46. Injury reports real quick for the Pit. I don't know why they got Smith-Schuster as doubtful. I guess he's trying to make a comeback, but he's doubtful for this game. Najee Harris is probable with the elbow injury, and Moore is questionable at the tackle position as well. But them boys gonna be playing. As far as Kansas City, Hill, he hurt himself in pregame last week. He's probable for this game. Williams, he was injured last game. He's probable for this game as well with a toe injury. Baker, he's questionable at the cornerback position, and Edwards-Helaire is questionable as well. So let's get to these trends real quick while I'm keeping a look on the play of the day, on the lock of the day. Pittsburgh 4-2 against spread in the last 6 games. They unders hit 4 out of the last 6. They're 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games. 6-3 straight up in the last 9 games against Kansas City. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5 on the road. The unders hit 4 out of the last 5 on the road when playing against KC. 4-1 against spread in the last 5 games against the AFC conference opponent, but 3-7 against spread in the last 10 games against the AFC West division opponent. So Kansas City 6-2 against spread in the last 8 games. The overs hit 5 out of the last 5 games at 9-1 straight up last 10 games. The unders hit 6 out of the last 9 against Pitt. 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games at the crib. The overs hit 5 out of the last 6 this season. 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games against the AFC conference opponent, but 1-4 against spread in the last 5 games against the North division of the AFC. So Kansas City, Mahomes with Jackson Mahomes, I think that's his name, taking on the Steelers. Marley, what's the play? Oh shit. Ain't looking good. Kennesaw State, they trying to play some basketball right now.
Well, I got
go ahead.
We did say first half though. I don't know if you can get first half on that game because I have to take the 4.5. I really don't. I had to question this game. Like they played, it was 36-10 last time. Are you embarrassed? It's like is Mike Tomlin gonna allow that shit to happen again? A blowout like that? The Chiefs, to me, in my opinion, they quietly like shot right back up to the top without like nobody talking about them. Remember when they was like 5-5 or something like that? Like earlier in the season, everybody was like, the Chiefs, are they done? And blah. And
yeah.
Outside of that Bengals loss, they were probably like the hottest team throughout the second half of the season with the Ravens.
9-1. Shit, 9-1.
And the Bengals lost. The Bengals, boys sleeping on the Bengals, man. They're just inconsistent, and that's because they're young. You know, the Bengals. I think that's more of their issue. 13 is a lot of points for a playoff game.
It's a lot.
I gotta take the Steelers plus the 13. My only concern is I don't know if they can score enough points to keep up with the Chiefs, but I'm gonna have to depend on. There's no way the Steelers defense and Mike Tomlin gonna let them boys come and do another 36 piece like they did last game. There's no way. You gotta have some kind of like. I know from what I've seen,
like Hayward got to step up and
like
Hayward got to step up.
I can't remember who played. Is Hayden them back this week? The cornerbacks for the Steelers, because I can't remember who all the Steelers might have been banged up that game.
The Steelers been banged up all year.
They've been banged up all season, right? So I'm not sure who all played in that game. I'm taking the 13, and I'm really taking it just because it's a playoff game, and I feel like 13 is just too many points. I've been riding with the Steelers for the last like 4 weeks, with the exception of that Kansas City game. I did not take that game. But about when they started playing, when they played Tennessee, I took them against Tennessee. I took them against Cleveland. I took them against Baltimore. And I'm going to take them again here today. It's just too many points, man, for a playoff game. There's
too many points.
There's no way that Tomlin and that defense is going to allow Mahomes to put up 36 again. So if they can keep Mahomes in the 20s and give me 2 touchdowns, I think we'll do.
All right, so Marley's on the plus 13. I'm on the plus 13 as well, man. That's too many points in the playoffs, man. I'm sorry. And then you got all these guys who are banged up. You know, all you got to do is just, you know, double team Kelsey or play some good coverage on Kelsey and then keep up with Hill. Huh?
It's not that easy. You're like, I mean, all you got to do is just double team Kelsey.
You get a linebacker with a safety playing over the top. It's easy. You can do it.
It's not that easy.
You can do it. They just, you know, because bro, they look. We're talking about the wide receiver position. They're trying to find a number 2. There's even been talks of them going to get AB.
Who, the Chiefs?
Yeah, for next year though. But yeah, because they need a number 2, like straight up. They need a number 2.
That'd be nice, but man, as a coach, do you allow that move?
Hey. I'm from the pit, not the palace. Stellis. Gotta let us.
Hey, have you heard it? Is that from his song?
I'm from the pit, not the palace.
I never heard it.
Oh, jail.
Do it, jail.
AB. In jail because of the antics that's going down right now.
Fucking AB, dog.
With that bus, I'm from the pit, not the palace. Stellis. Yeah. So I'm on the Steelers plus 13. Steelers ain't gonna sign AB yet.
That boy Mikey said, you see what that?
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from